Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And here I'm doing some AT&T testing at the office. Just wanted to show you guys how it performs when it's not getting any C-band or intercell or using a C-RAN. This is just from a macro using the NR layer band 2, and the rest is just the LTE carriers on NSA. So as you can see, there's still plenty of capacity to go around. So that's currently with everything that they have deployed, right? C-band and DoD, and that aggregating on the Pixel 8 Pro with the right amount of backhaul, all the other LTE carriers that they have going. I mean, the network has a ton of capacity, right? This is a mid-sized market for AT&T. They have about, the last I checked, the last update I got, the market share percentage when it comes to postpaid. T-Mobile's at 39%, Verizon's at 28%, and AT&T's at 24%. And I'm rounding up. But AT&T is at 24% and growing. On the graph, Verizon's dropping off and T-Mobile's dropping off, meaning they're losing customers. AT&T is actually growing. So they're having to invest, a little bit more money than what they're used to in a mid-sized market where they generally overall struggle. They generally struggle in the mid-sized market segment, but here, I mean, they are the only fiber provider. Which is the best possible product that you can get in this market. And from a wireless perspective, with all the C-band and DoD they're putting on air, I mean, they have, as I mentioned, they have a ton of capacity. And even without it, as you can see, just an NR layer and then LTE attached to that, still, I mean, a lot of capacity to go around. Now, I'm not saying this is a perfect network. They have work to do. They got latency issues that I'm working on the team with. They got some densification still needed. So it's not all sunshine and roses, but the capacity piece, man, I'm telling you, even at cell edge or low RSRP areas, they're still putting out great downlink speeds, even though of course the uplink does cut out at that cell edge, but they're getting better from what I saw a few years ago. They're definitely getting better. I mean, here you can just consistently see above 100 megabits. Like I said, the latency and jitter, I don't know what's going on with that. I think from a FirstNet perspective, it's on an encryption, but I'm also seeing that on the internet air as well. So, and as you can see, it's actually from a consistency perspective, it's getting faster. So yeah, I just wanted to do this brief update, letting you know the capacity is there for anything that AT&T may want to monetize, like FWA. One thing I wouldn't recommend, and I'll just be quite honest here, the whole turbo feature, right? People are adding it expecting to get a ton better performance, but if you're seeing performance like this, like what I'm seeing here, if I was on a turbo line, I should, in theory, get the same performance because there is no congestion. So the turbo feature, right, puts you on a different QCI, what gives you higher priority. That priority is only supposed to kick in an event that there's so much usage on the network that they're having to deprioritize your line, right? But if you're getting performance like this, there is no need to deprioritize anyone. So at least for my market, and of course this is anecdotally, but I wouldn't recommend to get the turbo. For what? What is the turbo going to realistically give you additionally on top of this already high capacity? It just wouldn't. I think it'd be a waste of money, in my opinion, seeing the performance that I'm seeing. Now, you could make the argument, well, you have a FirstNet line, but it's still right. If you're thinking about how this is supposed to operate, you're not supposed to be deprioritized until there is some type of huge constraint or congestion. That is not happening. Maybe in some areas that I haven't been to, but I haven't seen any congestion of any kind so far. So, you know, you do with that as you will. If you want to get the turbo, you go ahead and get the turbo. But I'm saying if there's a ton of capacity and you're getting speeds well into 5, 6, 700s, turbo's not going to bump you over a gig. If that's how it's being perceived and how you're understanding it, that's not going to happen. So let me know your thoughts in the comments about the testing. I'll do some more testing across El Paso. Make sure you guys stay tuned for more. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. Follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.